Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One in my old barn door, and I am here to do a final flip through of the much awaited Holly Hobby journal. Y'all, I have had so much fun working on this little journal. Well, it's not a little journal, it's a big journal. But I have truly enjoyed myself working on this journal. I've had such a good time, and I have really spent a lot of time working on the journal and creating and just letting the juices flow and trying to get it out of my mind because I've had it in my mind for so long. So this is the Holly Hobby journal. She's big. She is 11 and a quarter approximately by 9 approximately, and then you have a little bit of extra fabric here, as like a little overlay. So on the cover, and I know you guys watched me do the cover, so I won't be very detailed on it, but I did add some things. I added a little, just a little button up here with some cheesecloth, a little mini doily underneath there, and some twine and some eyelash trim. So I had a sweet friend send me some of this colored cheesecloth. So I've got some lavender and some blue cheesecloth on there just to add a little something extra to the cover. And then on the spine, I made this beautiful tassel. Let me see if I can figure out how to show it to you guys the best way. So I did a tassel on a spool. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. I'm having to stand on my tiptoes to be able to see in the camera. Let me see if I can turn this a little. There we go. So I did this tassel with the, it's a wooden spool. It's a vintage wooden spool. And I just covered it in fabric, added some beads, and then lots and lots of beautiful fabrics and ribbons and all kinds of goodness in the tassel. It is just gorgeous. And then on the front, I have this sweet little Holly Hobby charm that a sweet friend of mine sent to me. So that's on the tassel as well. And then in the middle signatures, I did leave all of the threads. So whoever gets the journal, if you don't like those, you can take them off. But I leave them because I like the look of it. But on the center signatures, I did put some beads and some little crystals on there just to decorate the strings where I sewed it together. And then on the spine of the book, I did eyelets for the holes punched to do the sewing through. And then I just added some buttons with some cheesecloth in behind, some of that colored cheesecloth in behind the buttons, just to kind of shabby it up and give it, a little something extra. And then on the back, we have the quilted pattern on the back. So with just lots and lots of different little delicious fabrics that I added in. And so on the closure, you just have a coffee dyed, it's kind of like a muslin, but it's not a muslin, it's just cotton. So that is sewn in, and it's actually sewn around the book, so you're going to have a good sturdy hold on that. So I'm going to go ahead and open her up, and we'll go inside. The first thing I do want to show you is that on the laces and the fabrics that I sewed on the edge of the pages, they each one have a little charm dangling off from a bulb pin. So you'll have those as added decoration as well. And I'm just going to fold this little tassel up so it doesn't get in our way while we're trying to flip through the book. The tassel is removable, so you can take it off of the journal while you're writing in it or journaling in it or whatever. So, all right. So here we go. I know it's really big, and it's kind of close, but that's as far out as I can get it. So I may have to do some sliding back and forth for you to be able to see each page. And you may not be able to see the whole page because the book is so large, but that's okay. So on the front cover, I did the blue ticking, and then I sewed. This is actually fabric here, so it's a fabric pocket, but it's sewn onto cardstock paper to give it a good sturdiness to it, and it's a pocket here. And in the pocket, I made a little journaling card, and you guys are getting a sneak peek of what's going to be coming up in some of my digital kits. I will have some quilted backgrounds and things like that in my upcoming digital digital kits. So you guys be looking out for those. I also put a little scripture in there, and then in it's a double pocket. And so in behind this one, you're going to get another one of my little quilted tags. And these are quite large. You can cut them down. You can cut these and use them for photo matting or whatever you want to use them for. But these will be in my upcoming digital kit. So there's that. And then, of course, you get the sweet little Hobbie pages. I just love, love, love these pages. Just so super sweet. And it kind of has the vintagey like colors. So that's why I wanted to mix the vintage colors with the bright and cheery colors. And I think it turned out really, really well. So this is the second page. You have a vintage doily here. I found this at either a thrift shop or a yard sale. I can't remember which, but it's super old little doily. And then here you have some fabric ruffle sewn on, and it has the little ball pin with a little dangle on it. I did some stenciling on some of the blank pages so that, you didn't have just a white page there. Then you have a bag, and inside it, the little pocket is this sweet, sweet little, it's fabric. That one of my friends sent me, so I wanted to add that in the pocket. And then I also added some of my little quilted book or quilted calendar pages, so that you can have those to play with throughout your journal as well. So we'll put those back in there. And then here's one of the quilted pockets that I made with you on the video. And I did decide to go ahead and add a little yo-yo flower with the little button down here. And so inside the front pocket, you have a couple of journaling cards and a vintage Hobbie playing card. I put you a scripture in there, and then just an index card with some of the fabric sewn to the top. So that's in the little front pocket. And then in the pocket behind, you have this really large, it's just a journaling card with this sweet little girl and her kitty cat working at the wheel. So that is what's in the little back pocket. Slide that in there. On the pages that, I didn't really have a whole lot on, I went through and I put some really pretty stickers. You have some dictionary book page with ink dyes or ink spritz or whatever you want to call it. This is vintage wall wrapping paper that a sweet friend sent to me. I was so excited to use this. I just absolutely love this. And not everything in here is Holly Hobbie themed. It's a mix, but the majority of it is Holly Hobbie. Okay, so here on this page you have one of my altered paper clips. Don't know if you can see that really well, but it's just super cute with the little old ticket that had a, and I actually found this on a piece of clothing. I don't know if I got it at a thrift store or what, but it was pinned just like that. So I just left it and put it on the little paper clip with a little flower and some lace and a little bit of cheesecloth back there. And then also on this page you're going to get this stationery envelope. Oh goodness, let me see. I don't know why it's stuck together, but let's see if we can get it apart. I don't want to damage the stickiness. Well, you know what? I'm just going to leave that for whoever gets the book, and they can pull it apart however they want to. But it's got this cute little, Kristen sent me these. I was so excited when I saw them. I was like, girl, I'll buy some of that. And she was like, girl, I'll send you some. So this is the stationery. It's a bouquet of thoughts, and it has the little Holly Hobbie down here at the bottom. So this is the envelope that goes with it. Super, super cute. I'm so excited. Y'all, I had such a good time making this journal. Okay, you got children's writing paper. And then here, Kristen sent me these little pockets too. And I don't think these are Holly Hobbie. I think these are more Sarah Kay than they are Holly Hobbie. But, you know, it's all kind of the same. And the little girl with her little kitty cat and her little garden pail. So inside, I put, you get another little Holly Hobbie journaling card. And then this is another one of my little quilted tags. And I just put a little topper at the top with some eyelash trim and a sweet little button. And this tag is embossed. I think that's the right word I'm using. So it's embossed and inked on the back, but you can still write on it. You can use it for a photo mat or whatever you want to use it for. So you have that tag in there. This is my paper bag pages, and I love how they turned out. Got some clusters, some sprayed papers that me and my daughter, my grandbaby did. These are those Kool-Aid sprayed papers. Of course, you have to have the workbook pages in here and the old children's. This was from a children's reader from an actual school book. And then you have a cluster here, and I just have a little index card with a little bit of the fabric sewn on. There's a lot of fabric in this book, a lot of sewing in this book. I got sick of sewing, actually. So you have the fabric ruffle here with the little charm on the bulb pin here. You have a little fabric pocket here that one of my sweet friends sent me. And then in behind, you have a little journaling card. You hold that up. And then you have another vintage plain card. That's Holly Hobbie. Super, super cute. Then you have, this is a Holly Hobbie greeting card. Music. This is vintage wallpaper. And I love, it's got a really toothy feel on the back, so you can do lots of mixed media on there. Here's another one of the Holly Hobbie pages. I just love these. So super sweet. Isn't she gorgeous? I love her. And then here I just put some little pearls across the top. There's an envelope attached to this, and this is the other side of it. A sweet, sweet little envelope with the inside colors. And then I made a little journaling card out of an index card, and then you have a scripture to go inside the envelope. Here's another fabric ruffle with a little charm on there. Some ledger, and then this is vintage wrapping paper, and it folds out. Hopefully you can see that okay. I love this. Love, love, love this wrapping paper. It's so pretty. And I love the way it feels in the back, and you can tell it's very vintage. It's got that yellowing. Then you have a doily, some scrapbooking paper, and I did some stenciling on the back of there. And then this is from like a little cookbook, but it had the cute little Holly Hobbie looking illustrations on it that one of my friends sent to me. So thank you so much. This is the center of your signature. The signatures are sewn in with ribbon, so they're going to be really good and sturdy. And then there's the little bead dangles hanging off of that signature. There's the other side of the wrapping paper. Look how sweet this is, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. This is a cute little pocket, and I actually got it in a little bundle of fabric that somebody sent me, and it was already cut like a pocket, so I just left it the way it was cut because I like the raggedy look of it. And I just put a little one of my little yo-yo flowers on there with a button and some eyelash trim through the buttonhole. Then inside you get a little Holly Hobbie journaling card. Actually, you get a couple of them. Super sweet images. And then this is some of that Tim Holtz wallpaper, and I just made a tag out of it with a little rickrack tie at the top. I love the sewing on the backs of the pages, but you can also write over this. Another one of the trims, the fabric ribbon. This is actually from a curtain, but I love the way it looked in this book, and so I just put a little dangle on there. Stenciling on the back side, and some more of the Holly Hobbie pages. So pretty. This is the same little image that's on the stationery and on one of the plain cards. And then this is the other side of it. How sweet is that? I love, love, love her in her little blue bonnet. This is the other side of that wallpaper, the vintage wallpaper. The other side of the vintage music, and this is the other side of that little card. It's a birthday card, so you can make a pocket here, or you can use it for a photo mat, whatever you want to use it for. And here is a little dangle on this ruffle with a little bird on it. And then this is actually some whole piece stationery. This goes with the envelope that's attached to the page over here. Yeah, this little envelope here. This actually goes with that envelope. You can see the same pattern in her little bonnet here. And this just flips up, so you have lots of journaling space underneath. Then I have this little pocket that I sewed on out of a sewing pattern pocket. And then this actually flips out. I'll scoot this over so you can see. And on the back, it's sewn on with fabric. And then on the back side, it has the little, just the little snippet pieces from a doily. And then inside, you get one of the Tim Holtz wallpaper pieces. I just made like a large journal card out of it. So it just slides right in there. And this pocket, you can either fold it that way or you can fold it to this side. So it's completely versatile for you to do with it what you want to. Let me scoot this back over. Some more of the workbook pages. These are really yellowed, and I love using the little children's workbook pages in these books. Okay, here's the little plain card that has that same image on it, or a little journaling card. And then inside this pocket, this is just like a, I found these, I think, at a thrift store, or either somebody sent them. I've gotten so much, I don't remember which, but they were just pieces. It looked like somebody had started trying to make a quilt. So they were the perfect size for pockets. And so inside, you have another little journaling card with the little girl at the wheel, a scripture, and then another one of my quilted tags. It's just got the little crocheted lace and a little flower at the top. And this one too is embossed and inked. Okay, and I wanted to have something because it was kind of plain up in this corner of this pocket, so I added a little tassel in this little journaling card on a little bulb pin. There is that beautiful, beautiful vintage wrapping paper. There's some of my Holly Hobbie trims that my friends sent me, and there's the little charm on this fabric ribbon. You got some washi tape down here. This is the other side of your bag. I did not cut the bag open because I thought I would leave that for whoever gets it to decide if they want to cut it open or leave it closed. Some more stenciling here. And then you have this little ribbon sewn down here with the little vintage plain card. This flips out, and this page was actually the front leaf in the original book that I used for the cover. So you get a little piece of the original book. You got that vintage doily, and then another one of these sweet, sweet Holly Hobbie pages. Aren't they adorable? Now this, I did not realize this until I had the book sewn together and started decorating it. These two pages are exactly the same, and I did not realize that. So you get double pages. You can either cut one up or you can leave them the way they are. I think they're cute like this. Excuse me. And I kind of think it's cute that they're matching pages. So, and then this is the other side of that sweet little Holly Hobbie page. Get a doily on the blue polka dot paper. I just thought that would be pretty with the colors in this page. Vintage music with a little of that fabric sewn down. There's a little cluster with a scripture under there. And then you have a little lace, a little pink lace sewn on that one. Then you have a fabric flip, and just put some doily snippets, pink fabric, and then you have the blue fabric, and it just tips up. This is a altered paper clip that my sweet friend sent me, and I just did some stenciling on a little index card and tucked it up under that paper clip. This is your little dangle on this fabric ruffle. And then on the back side, you get one of these sweet little scripture cards. Love, love, love. This is vintage wrapping paper, and is it beautiful or what? I absolutely love this. Just so sweet. And then on this side, you have another one of those quilted pockets. I did the same thing here with a vintage playing card, and that's got the little Holly Hobbie and a little charm. And then inside the pocket, you have this sweet little journaling card, just a little tiny one. And then a scripture or a quote. And then this is actually one of the actual quilted tags, like it's the fabric. And so I just put a little ribbon topper at the top with a little flower, and then on the back I just backed it onto some coffee dyed paper so you can actually journal on the tag. Super sweet little tags. I have had so much fun with this book. It's been a lot of work, but I've had a lot of fun. There's a little cluster with a scripture tucked up under there. There's a doily. Here's another one of those cookbook pages with the sweet little girl with her little kitty cat on there. And then on this fabric ruffle, you got the little butterfly dangle. This is some of my favorite wrapping paper right here. This is vintage wrapping paper that Kristen sent to me a long time ago when she first heard I was going to work on a Holly Hobbie journal. And I love the fact that it has the old tape. And there's no tape left there. It's just the mark from the tape that's on there. Just a super sweet wrapping paper. I just absolutely love this. And then you have one of the workbook pages. This is made from the actual pattern that was inside the envelope in the first signature. Just got a little doily snippet here. And then you have a scripture in the pocket, and then one of my large quilted tags, and I just put a little ribbon and a little butterfly at the top just to give it a little added decoration. Got a little fabric stapled at the top so that the pattern paper won't rip. And then on the back side, the pattern actually folds over, and I sewed it on, put a couple of little buttons here, and then you have a sweet little Holly Hobbie journaling card, and there's a scripture in there as well. Some more from this children's reader, and then some of my Holly Hobbie trims. Here's this is the same type of fabric that your closure is, so I just made a ruffle and put the little dangle on there. Some more of my sweet Holly Hobbie trim. Hopefully you can see that. I love it. Sweet little page from the book. There's the back side. These are just so sweet. I love Holly Hobbie. Here is a paper bag, and inside the paper bag I made you another one of the quilted tags that I made, and it's just got a little fabric topper at the top with a wooden butterfly button, so that slides right in there. And then this was actually a page from a Reader's Digest book, but I thought it would be super cute in the book with the little carriage at the back and the mom with the bonnet. So I added that onto some vintage wallpaper, and you'll see that in a minute. And then this is vintage wrapping paper, and it is the center of the signature because I absolutely love this wrapping paper. Isn't that sweet? So that's the center of your signature, and you have the little dangles from the ribbon where that the signature's sewn in with. Here is the other side of that vintage wrapping wallpaper. And then this is the other side of your bag. I left it closed as well, so you can decide what you want to do with it. Another page from the Holly Hobbie book. So pretty. Love these pages. And then here you have another one of those little fabric pockets that my sweet friend sent me. And in behind here you have an index card that I Mod Podged a sweet little napkin on, and then just put some fabric on the side. And then on the back side, you can journal on the lines. And then you also get one of those cute little journaling cards of her at the cupboard. And then inside the pocket, I have a scripture. This is a vintage playing card that I thought was super cute. And then this is just a leftover piece from that Tim Holtz wallpaper that I had used in the book. On this page, you get this little bag, and inside the little bag, Kristen sent me this, and I loved the way she put it together, so I kind of left it the way she had it. I did take some of the stuff out, but sweet little vintage postcard The colors are perfect to go with this journal if I can hold on to it and not throw it. And then this is the back side. I believe the date is November 15th, 1910. So super vintage little postcard in there. And then you have this vintage little label. Look how yellow that is. I love it. So that's in the bag. There is a scripture underneath. And then you have one of my altered paper clips that I did. I love this page. It's so stinking cute. I love his face. There's something running on my roof. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I think it's squirrels. I'm hoping that's what it is. But it sounds like they're tearing the house down. Oh, goodness. What is up with the critters lately? Okay, so in this one, you get a big shot of the little girl at the cupboard. Isn't that so stinking cute? I love her little puppy and her kitty. And then she's got her little dolly over there. She's making cookies, I guess. Or baking something. And it's underneath one of these little altered paper clips that my friend made for me. And then there's your little dangle on this fabric ruffle. And then you get one of the little scripture cards on the other side of the paper clip. I love these workbook pages. I think they're so stinking cute. This is the vintage wallpaper that I love so much. And it has the tape marks on it, which I love. And this is the other side. How sweet is this paper? I just love this wallpaper. Wrapping paper. This is wrapping paper. Here's the last one of those little cookbook pages. Isn't she adorable? And then you have a doily here. Here's the other quilted pocket that I put some ribbon on. And then I went ahead and added a yo-yo flower here with a little button and some twine. And in the front pocket, you get lots of stuff. You get a little journaling card. You get a scripture. There's a cute little lacy bag that you can use throughout the book as a little pocket or whatever. And then this is just extra journaling space, or you can use it as a photo mat. And then another one of my quilted tags that I just tied some eyelash trim up at the top of it. And then, of course, on the back you have the sweet little girl with her bonnet chasing her little puppy. Let me just get all of this tucked back in this sweet little pocket. I love how these pockets turned out. They're really good and sturdy because of the way I folded it over right there and sewed it down. And then in the second pocket, you have, and this is so cute. It's like a little postcard, but I made it bigger. How stinking cute is that? So you got a big journaling tag, and I did stenciling on the back side of it. But you can write over this. You can write over the stenciling. That's just for decoration. So we'll tuck this one back in the pocket. She's so cute with her little kitty cat on her desk. And then you have this card sewn into the other side of this Sarah Kay wrapping paper. And she's sweet with her little kitty cat in the wagon. Love this. And then here's one of the other Sarah Kay pockets. Has a sweet little journaling card. Isn't she pretty? I love the purples. Love, love, love the purples. You get a scripture in there. And then here's another one of my quilted tags with just some ribbon at the top and a button with some eyelash trim. And it too is embossed with ink. Okay, and at the top here you have a cute little altered paper clip that one of my friends made me. Let me see if I can scoot that down a little bit so you can see. It's a crocheted flower, and then I just tucked up underneath it. This is an iron-on, and it's super cute. It's got the little, I don't think it's a Holly Hobbie, but it's very similar. It's got the little girl with the bonnet on. Super cute little iron-on, so I thought you could maybe make a pillow with that, or put it on a piece of fabric and add it to your journal as another tip-in. Lots of things you can do with this, so I thought I would add that in there for whoever gets the journal so that they can play with it and do what they want to with it. Got another little cluster here, and then here is some lace with a little dangle key on there. The other side of that vintage music, and I just have some fabric sewn down the side there. Another one of my quilted tags, and it's just paper clipped on to this page. the other side of the doily. And then there's the last little Holly Hobbie page. Isn't she so stinking cute? So on the back cover, you have my tag, of course. And this had a card in it somewhere. I don't know where it went. I'll find it and put it in there. And then this is another one of those little fabric pockets that my friend sent me. And I just added a little yo-yo flower there. You have a cute little journaling card here. And that's so stinking cute. That one is not Holly Hobbie. I can't see the name. It's Kelly something on there. And then the little fabric little tiny journal that I had made. So I just added some little scrap papers in there for you to be able to journal in that. So stinking cute. I love it. So that is tucked into the front of the pocket. And then this little journaling card is tucked in behind. So this is actually a double pocket as well. So that is the Holly Hobbie journal. So here's what I'm going to do. I have had a lot of people ask me for this journal. They're like, I want that journal. So in an effort to be fair to everyone, I am going to list this in my Etsy shop. Let me see what time it is now. It is 11:30 on Monday, December 17th. I will list this in my Etsy shop today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and that is just to try and be fair to everybody who has sent me messages and said, hey, I want the journal. Is it available? Because I've had lots of people who have messaged me. And so, I just want to be fair to everybody and do the listing this way. What I will tell you is that I am willing to do custom orders for a Holly Hobbie journal if you want one and you don't get this one. It won't be exactly like this one, of course, but it'll be very similar in nature. I don't know that the front will be exactly like this, with the Holly Hobbie. I do have a couple more pieces that would fit on the front cover, but you know what I'm saying. And, if you want a smaller journal, I can do a smaller one for you. So, I may do like a custom order listing in my shop to be able to make some more for you guys, for whoever wants one that did not get one. And then you can give me specifics in that listing as to, your preferences and what you would like to have in your journal. So, that will go up at 2 as well. So I'll do them both at the same time. And yeah, so you guys let me know what you think. Leave any comments or questions you have below. Hit like and subscribe. And thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you all. I'm super excited. I'm getting ready. This week my dad's coming into town. I'm so excited. My husband, it's part of my Christmas present from my husband to me. He paid for my dad to make the trip up to see me from Georgia. So I haven't seen him in since the beginning of the year. So I'm super, super excited. So I'm going to be a little busy. He'll be here on Wednesday and he'll be here for about a week. Yay. So I'll be a little tied up with that, but I'll try to be in and out. I'm going to try and do some more of my friend journal videos as well as I can. So don't think I've forgotten about you. I haven't forgotten about you. I just want to spend as much time as I can with my sweet little daddy. So, yeah, so that's what's going on. I will be trying also to work on some of my Hobbie journals and my Raggedy Ann journals and lots of good fun things coming up. So y'all keep your eyes open, and I'll see you on the next video. Big hugs, guys.